Yo, what's up guys? We are back with a regional deck profile. I'm joined by my friend Edwin. Burnt Goose. You got second place.
Yeah, I did.
At the regional in Brussel. You went all the way, you went 5-0, and in the finals, sadly, you did take the loss. It happens.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you still went 5-1, which is pretty impressive with a deck we haven't really seen for a while. So why did you pick this deck to play?
Honestly, I picked this deck because it's a bit of a comfort pick, and I think it covers a lot of matchups in general. I didn't have time to, really test a lot of other decks that I think might be better, but I chose this in the end.
All right, fair enough. So this is, of course, PK Brave, as we all are familiar with it. So yeah, take us through the deck.
The Prankits lineup is pretty standard. It's the 3 Fansies, the 3 Dropsies, the 3 Lampsies,
Dripsies,
2 Roxies, because I don't need more than that.
All right, you're playing 40 cards, right?
I'm playing 40 cards.
Okay, okay.
So that's it for the Prankit lineup for the main deck monsters. It's pretty standard,
All right.
like I said.
Yeah, in order to fit in the Brave package, you made a couple of compromises with the amount of cards. So we see 2 Roxies already.
Yeah. I never felt the need for a third one. It didn't really came up anyway.
Yeah, you didn't need more names.
No, I don't think so, because 27.5% of my deck is already a name with the field spell added. So.
All right, cool.
So that's why we play 3 field spell, pretty standard. Maybe less standard is 2 Pandemonium, 1 Pranks. I think the Pranks is pretty standard. Like I said, you want to see the play, especially when you're going second for chain blocking. Overall, it's just a really good card. It's pretty standard, like I said.
Yeah.
The Pandemonium I didn't want to see in my opening hand. The 2 is more for the grind game or whenever you need it, but I don't want to really see it in my opening hand, because with the Brave Engine you can chain block and there's less window for interruption.
Yeah. All right, cool. Solid. So now the controversial Brave Engine.
Very controversial. It's just solid. There's no reason not to play this, other than you don't have a choice. So 3 right, 3 Enchantress, and 1 Griffin, 1 Faithful Adventure, and 1 Dracoback.
Pretty standard.
Yeah. What I especially like in this deck with Brave is that you can chain block. You can wait with the Dracoback add for your when you link summon Meow, and then use it as chain link 2, blocking your kid as chain link 1. Came up pretty often. Really saved a lot of things. Also, it makes it so obviously that when they see you activate the Brave Engine, it might eat a hand trap, but that means you have 1 hand trap less to worry about when you actually go into your Prankits.
Yeah.
So that's also a benefit of playing this engine.
Yeah, if they ash your Enchantress, you
exactly.
don't
You
get
have
ashed on your other book.
Exactly. You don't even have to chain block then, because there might be other parts, but overall, really solid.
All right.
Then for the hand trap lineup, we have 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Ash, and 3 Bell.
All right.
I considered playing Nibiru as well earlier, but I didn't think I had any matching or cards that would cover any negations of the Nibiru possibly. Ghost Ogre in here is a general Brave counter. It has some other applications like the Flunderies field spell. I didn't face any Flunderies. Well, it was okay, but it's mostly due to my matchups that this card didn't really get to shine. Ash is just overall good. I mean, it hits everything, every deck. Bell is a weird one. It came up for me a couple times today, but not as often as the other ones. It's the one I sat at the most.
All right.
But it did come in clutch. I think I basically negated a lot of DPs. Mostly DP, I think 1 Phantom Knight effect, but I think I at least, made it so that people can resolve their recursion of the
Exactly.
Forcer.
Yeah.
So that was very nice to see. And then for the one-outs of the deck, there are the Thunder Dragon Fusion for the grind game again, and for this way you play more than 1 Butler. You'll see later. Called by the Grave because hand traps. Instant Fusion, pretty standard as well. Terraforming for the 5th field spell, and Foolish Burial purely for the Brave Engine, send your Enchantress.
All right.
So there was a whole main deck. I didn't play any traps. Wasn't needed. I feel like it was pretty solid. I'm happy with the choices I made.
All right, cool, fair enough. Yeah, take us to the extra deck.
Yep. So in the extra deck we have one meow because
Sad.
you have no choice. I would love to play more of these, but you know. Then
Oh.
we have 3 of the doodle. I gotta say, a third one. I don't think the third one ever came up. It's a card I considered cutting to 2, but I felt there were better spots to make room with
Okay.
for other cards. Then the Bow Wow Bark, like the
The
standard,
one-off, yeah.
the one of. It's amazing, and it does what it does, and you don't need it for anything else. Some people actually play 2. I don't think I had a moment where I had a need for a second one. Then you have Rocket Ride, standard, Battle Washer, standard, and 2 Battle Butlers. Second one almost came up, but due to a technical issue, let's just say that, I didn't have access to my Thunder Dragon Fusion, so I couldn't summon the second one, but I definitely would keep this at 2.
Okay.
So that's for the pranks in the extra deck. Then we have a Link Spider for tokens. Both your Brave token, Nib token, and Prank token. Verte for the Thunder Dragon Fusion. The Unicorn and the Access Code. Those are the 4 generic links you play. I haven't summoned either of these, but I'm pretty sure there is plenty of scenarios where you would summon them. I just didn't come up for me today.
Theoretical access code talker.
Yeah, theoretical access code talker. And then we have the Totally Awesome. It came up once against the DP, was nice.
Oh, cool.
But it's more so to apply pressure when you fusion summon the Butler, then summon 2 Dropsies, and then you have pressure. You have to get rid of one, otherwise you have a totem in your next turn. And then for the last card, it was something I tried. It was the Predaplant Dragostapelia.
Ooh.
It's for PK, basically, or anything that summons a Dark plus Fusion, usually DP. It came up once in my first game, immediately, so it was nice. I can't really say how effective it was, but it came up once, so I'm happy with it, I guess.
All right, fair enough.
And then for the side, we have 1 Red Reboot for back row decks, 2 Cyclones for back row decks, and the Cyflock for Phantom Knights. I cited 3 Lightning Storm as well. Back row, going second card, generic.
I like 6 like removal cards.
Same. Then I had an additional hand trap in my side, Valencia. Cited him pretty often, mostly because of my matchups I faced. Like PK first, then Eldritch, then PK, then Tri-Brigade, Virtual World, DPE, and in the end Sword Soul.
A lot of Lancias, yeah.
A lot of Lancia decks, especially the Virtual World, obviously, and Tri-Brigade. The PKs were, it turns off the Brave Engine, so I don't even know if they were playing the Brave Engine, because I didn't get the resolve when I actually resolved my Lancia.
Nice.
It's okay. Don't know if I would main this right now, but it wasn't ever dead. But I usually shotgunned it because of the Brave Engine.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then last we have the 3 Super Polys. Like I said, for the Dragostapelia, set it in against PK. It's just the removal for the DP and the it can be for the Bardiche or whatever, like sometimes Verte. But if they have DP, Bardiche, and the Griffin, you can just fusion away the Bardiche and the DPE, and then you can negate the Griffin with Dragostapelia's effect.
Nice.
And then last 3, there's 3 Solemn Judgment. It's if you're gonna go first, I think I cited it in like once because most of the games I didn't really have a third game. Or when the third game was near time and I didn't really want to side in a Solemn Judgment.
Fair enough. I guess that it is kind of an overtime deck in the end.
In the end it was.
All right, cool. Yeah, well, solid. Anything you want to add to that? Any changes? Or?
No, right now I'm not sure. I think this was pretty right. I'm happy I cut droplets. I'm happy I didn't play anything like TTT. I don't know. I thought about some other hand traps, but I didn't miss them today, so I think that's good. But
All right.
yeah,
Well, cool. Well, second place on your second ever regional, pretty impressive. So yeah, congratulations once more.
thank you.
Enjoy the beautiful new playmate of the new season, and yeah, I'm sure we'll see more of you in the future.
I hope so.
Say bye, Suffer.
Bye.